So I see Dakota and Marcia. Virtual wave to you. You guys are um, in silent mode, I guess. Um, but I will wait a minute or two until everybody shows up. Looks like people are trickling in. Rosemary's joined. So why don't we get started? Um, I usually, at the beginning of the meditation group, uh, while I was running it, would start off if there was a newcomer asking um, why they were here. Um, and so I know everybody's on mute, but we do have the benefit of the chat, and it looks like most folks are um, perfectly good at using that. I've noticed from the Sunday services. So maybe if in a sentence or so, folks might, share. You can just share privately with the panelists. That's Sally and I, or you can share with the group. It's whatever you're comfortable with, and of course you can just pass. But maybe share something, or a reason for you to be here at the meditation, a reason for you to be here this particular Tuesday. Give that another minute. All right. So let's suffice it to say that the answers don't include I'm in it for the money or glory or any of those things, but we have some common threads here in terms of peace and centering. Um, and I've hopefully added a little bit of laughter there, which can be important in this all as well. So, grounding. Um, what does grounding or centering mean, and how can it bring peace? Um, what is one of the most powerful connections that we have? It's something we're in contact with every day, all day. Um, Almost invariably, with rare exceptions. It's with the earth. The earth is um, people think about what the great mystery is, or um, a deity, Gaia, goddess, god, a power greater than ourselves, we don't really have far to look than down. Um, the immensity and the strength and the power to sort of dwarf us uh, in our own world uh, is with the earth. It's with the ground, um, and so it can instill awe. It's also a place where we um, it's a witness to everything about ourselves, all of our joys, our sorrows, our anxieties, our strengths, our weaknesses. Um, and like a good mystery, um, the earth is a good listener, a good receiver. It's accepting, it's non-judgmental, it's always there to support you. Um, and so why not treat the word grounded as a sort of a form of worship uh, and uh, and something to be desired. Um, and so let's find um, some peace, some calm, some centering uh, by gratefully worshiping the earth that we walk on. So let's, if we haven't already, and if you feel comfortable, hopefully you're in a safe place where you can close your eyes and feel the pull of the earth holding you, supporting you. Feel it in your bones. Feel the power of that connection to earth. Assuming we're all sitting in a chair somewhere or maybe lying down someplace where we can bring our awareness to our hips and to our lower abdomen, our pelvic bones, some of the heaviest bones and the concentration of um, muscle. It's our center of gravity. Um, gravity, something that we share with the earth, and it is the force that um, through which the earth holds us, supports us. But feel the strength of the pull downward on your body towards the earth. It's as if it was a massive but mostly unnoticed hug, something that we've all been lacking in recently. So let us just immerse ourselves in a shared hug by the earth and feel that joy, that warmth, that feeling that we get when we hug something else, like each other or um, a tree. Um, so as we feel that connection to the earth, let it expand from our hips and feel the pull elsewhere in our thighs and our lower back. Feel the weight, Feel the pull not only on the bones, but on the muscles and the skin, letting you notice more closely how the body feels throughout. Notice the knees and the calves, how each of the bones are pulled, how the skin and the muscles drape over it, sort of gently release themselves to the powerful and yet reassuring hug of the earth. Notice the spine, the kidneys, the solar plexus, and the heart, excuse me. All of it grounded, grounded by the earth, grounded by our support and unjudged acceptance by the earth. Notice in the shoulders and the arms, the pull, the draping of the muscles and the skin. In the palms of the hands, let them float upwards gently if you're in a position to comfortably do that, and notice the soles of the feet pressing downward in a sort of openness that gradually increases as you surrender the muscles and the bones and the skin to gravity. Allow that ease to float up to the throat, to the tongue and the roof of the mouth, the base of the skull where the neck joins, the crown of the head and the scalp, and the very pinnacle of the skull, the head, the crown of the head, sort of joins the openness of the hands and the feet. Um, as we relax and surrender to the earth, bone and muscle and fiber. And as we become more grounded and our senses become more acutely aware of what's going on in and around us, we begin to explore quite naturally, inquisitively, It's our nature to ask and want to know what and why. Let that curiosity, let that exploration lead you to where it needs to go. As my teachers always used to say, for in almost any situation, um, where the mind goes, the chi, the energy of the body, the healing power of the body, the uh, life itself, wherever the mind goes, chi will follow. And that chi, that energy, um, is is almost that embodied by that sense of curiosity, um, a vitality, um, a willingness to explore and seek out and um, provide opportunities for us for insight into ourselves, into our connection to the world. And its benefits, this energy, this awareness that is curiously exploring constantly, is its power to heal. And so perhaps at this moment, as we are resting comfortably in our homes and making some um, strides towards becoming more grounded, we begin to notice what's important and loudest within ourselves. And so maybe that's in the form of an emotional tone that reflects, the difficulties of these past weeks and weeks to come. Maybe it's just the good old fashioned joints and bones and muscles and complaining as they often do at this time of day. Or maybe it's a thought that doesn't seem to want to leave you alone. So, in this grounded state, this state of tranquility, of openness, of, of non judgmental awareness of ourselves, um, we have the opportunity to notice some important things about today, about now. And perhaps what, many newcomers to meditation might hope that my next words would be is, here's how you fix it. Okay, just do, you know, 20 jumping jacks, uh, 25 mantras, and um, spin around in the backyard for 20 repetitions until you fall down and then laugh, and everything will be all better. But no, that's not how it works. But what is interesting is that it's even simpler than that. Where the mind goes, chi will follow. Chi is life. Chi is energy. Chi is healing. Chi is the shared unknown between ourselves and the universe. It is the freely exchanged currency of our connection, our wholeness, our shared commonality between every other human, every other living thing, the vast expanse of space, the suns, the planets, the universe itself, whose energy um, and whose distribution of energy is being spread and lengthened and widened every day, expanding into new dimensions of infinity. Um, so all of that, the chi, is going where the mind is following. And the curious power of chi is that by being um, the um, thing that attends to that emotional tone, that tends to that ache in the body, chi is the thing that um, seeks and finds wholeness and therefore peace and tranquility, contentment and joy. In many ways, just noticing is the cure for our disease. And so as we continue to sit for another 5 minutes or so, allow ourselves to be held in unconditional love by the earth, grounded. In that, find tranquility and peace, a state in which we can be completely open and a state in which our senses, our awareness can go to where it needs to go. And as it goes to those places, it can start to heal. And if the mind has wandered, which it invariably does, off into the future or the past, away from the body and the breath and the mind, let go of whatever it was that was occupying you, and gently return to that hug from the earth, that sense of openness, that sense of groundedness and peace. And not so much to hold on to it uh, for the rest of the day, because as we know, everything changes. And in 5 minutes, everything will look different and be different. But as a memory that we store away, remembrance that um, there is pretty accessible, very inexpensive, um, at least here in the Western world, the ability for us to return to unconditional love, to embrace, to support, to peace. And so, with that memory tucked away for use in a future date, let's slowly come out of our meditation. Allow the next inhale to be a little bit deeper. On the exhale, bring some movement to the fingers and the toes and the spine. Allow the next inhale to be even deeper. And on the exhale, if the eyes are closed, let them gently open to the day. I'll say my little prayer and we can be on our way. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May all be free from unhappiness and its causes. May all dwell in equanimity, free from attraction or aversion. May all quickly find the great happiness which lies beyond all misery. And may all enjoy inner and outer peace, now and forever. Namo Amitofo. All right. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Um, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.